Hey, what's up studs, Ryan here, or MandRproductions, and welcome to the final Best LEGO MOCs video for 2019. This is the Best LEGO MOCs for December 2019. I'm looking forward to another great year of Best LEGO MOCs in 2020. Anyway, if you guys do enjoy the Best LEGO MOCs series, make sure you give it a like, and at the end of the video, there will be a playlist for you on the end card if you want to check out the other videos if you missed them. Anyway, let's go ahead and get started with our first MOC. It's on Reddit by Elemental Lego. It's called Under the Tiny Twin Suns. This is a beautiful little Tatooine MOC here. It uses some chrome gold Lego parts to represent the suns on Tatooine, although honestly I feel like the orange would have done even better than the chrome gold. I'm not in a great position to be giving advice on MOC building, but I just feel like it would have fit better. Anyway, it has a lovely little sand crawler. The piece they use on this front end for the slope, it will never not remind me of the 2007 Droid Battle Pack because it was used on the Stap Speeder. Just that is what it will always remind me of. But yeah, beautiful set. And they even used an upside down coffee cup to represent a little hut on Tatooine. So that is an absolutely beautiful usage of that piece in such a small space, 7x7. Next up by BrickinNick. He's posted this on LEGO Ideas and it now has over 2,000 supporters. In fact, I'm going to support it. The Tesla Cybertruck. It is beautiful. I mean, this is a great representation of the Tesla Cybertruck, and he has really recreated it faithfully here. I mean, as much as you can, right? It's just a gray thing with some angles, but I mean, he put a lot of work into getting the angles right on this thing, and I think that's some dedication I can appreciate, and I'm sure you guys can too. The wheels are the weirdest looking thing to me. I hope if LEGO actually does make the set, they change something about the wheels. I mean, maybe I just haven't looked at the actual Tesla Cybertruck enough, but I just don't feel like a propeller piece will ever look right on wheels, no matter what. But it's a beautiful build by BrickinNick and something you guys should definitely support on LEGO Ideas if you have the opportunity to do so. Next up on Reddit from Fills Your Niche, it is a repurposed Naboo N1 Starfighter, and this is taking place, I guess, during the Rebel era, because you can see one of the Rebel engineer guys or whatever painting a Rebel insignia onto the front of the Naboo Starfighter, which is really creative. Uses this red piece to make it look like he's actually painting it. Like, this is an incredibly creative build, and I love it. Like, it's so amazing. It's got this custom Naboo Starfighter that's broken down. You've got rebels all over the place working on fixing it up. And I mean, honestly, to me, the most interesting part of this build, or one of the more interesting parts of this build, is the flooring. Like, it's almost wasted, the fact that it's basically covered by a lot of stuff, and you're looking at a lot of the stuff going on the ground floor, and then even the walls here. It looks maybe like we're on Yavin 4 is what I would guess. I don't think we're on Naboo, but who knows? It's obviously a very small splice in a MOC. And I also really like the outline bricking that he did in black here. I think that it's a very interesting outline, that it's not all just in a rectangle. Just very, very cool MOC by Fills Your Niche on Reddit. And this might be my favorite LEGO MOC ever. It's by Wookie66 on Reddit. It is titled When You Make Your Favorite LEGO Video Game Come to Life, and that is absolutely true. I mean, this is from the original LEGO Star Wars video game, and it is like the main menu hub area that you could walk around inside and outside. I think that's Dexter's Diner there, and then you can walk outside to see all of these mini models if you've got all the mini kits together to build them, as well as the giant Tantive 4. And this is something that I just loved as a child. I just loved this whole area, and I wanted to build each and every one of these mini models myself with pieces that I had. Unfortunately, I did not have the pieces to do so, but like the ones that I particularly remember really wanting to build were the Wookiee catamaran. Even the little flying fire truck would have been a really cool one for me to have had physically back in the day. But I mean, this guy has it all in this MOC. I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if this was built brick for brick. I don't obviously remember exactly what this all looked like in the game, but it wouldn't shock me if this guy went to that level of detail. I mean, he's clearly gone to great extents to build this already. This is one that I would love to see in person. I mean, typically I don't really care that much about seeing a LEGO MOC in person, but this is one that is just so nostalgic to me, and obviously the person that built this MOC, and probably a lot of you guys watching, that you would just really want to see physically in the flesh, in person, or in the plastic. I would step on a Lego to see it. Let's just put it that way. Next up is the Razor Crest from Rich Boy J, and this is an incredible MOC. I mean, obviously a little bit more detailed than Lego would do, and I think Lego might make this in UCS eventually. I would love to see this as a Lego UCS set. I wouldn't be shocked if it happened within the next year or two. Just putting that out there now. But Jay has done an amazing job putting together an absolutely massive and incredibly well detailed version of the Razor Crest, which if you're not too familiar with The Mandalorian, it is the Mandalorian ship. That's the name of it. If you haven't seen The Mandalorian, this is what it looks like. Welcome to the 21st century. There's just so many details that I'm sure LEGO would have used stickers for, like all the yellow detailing on the side, like a lot of that I think we would see LEGO use a sticker for. Jay went and built out of plates, which is very interesting. The cockpit is pretty well fleshed out there, and if we skip around towards the back here, we're going to find the interior of the thing lights up, and it also does have the carbonite people. Obviously, only LEGO made Han Solo, but, you know, use your imagination. There's other characters there in the actual show. Next up from Hachiroku24 is the Nubian Royal Starship. This is his own build, although it looks very much like it could be an official LEGO set. Obviously, this is the actual thing from Star Wars Episode 1, and it also makes a brief appearance in Episode 2 before it gets blown up, but it is an absolutely incredible build, and in his YouTube video, he does basically go through the step-by-step building instructions if you're interested in building it for yourself. But over on Instagram, he posted some images here, and there it is. It is amazing looking, very clean. Even the landing gear is super clean. You have Obi-Wan and Darth Maul fighting outside of it, and then even the interior, you know, it's not very spacious, but it is still detailed enough, and it gets all the characters in there that you need to have in there. So beautiful, beautiful job on this Nubian Royal Starship. And having seen that Nubian Royal Starship, reminded me of one of my old favorite MOCs that I used to see on the internet, and I was able to find it on Brickshelf by ETC 101, and here it is. This is, he even did box art for it, which was amazing at the time. A lot of people might have fallen for this back in the day, but he even, like, he chromed this himself. Like, this isn't like CGI. This is a physical picture of the thing that he chromed, and it is damn good, all right? I mean, obviously, some of the shaping and stuff has improved over the years with the MOC that we just saw, because there's new pieces, but this thing, for its time, was incredible back in 2005, mind you. I mean, this is way back. A lot of you guys might have never seen this one. I mean, this is an incredible MOC from back in the day. But like I said, he actually physically did the chroming on this, which is what I think really makes it one of the best LEGO Star Wars MOCs I've ever seen. It's just really caught my eye when I was younger and looking at LEGO Star Wars MOCs on the internet. Obviously, a little bit more interior space, an interior that kind of reminds me of the 2000 Millennium Falcon, to be honest. Not to throw shade at the designer of the MOC. It's a great MOC, but it's a pretty basic interior and pretty funny usage an Egyptian hat there on Padme. So very cool build though, still, in my opinion. Next up is one that I kind of want to build myself, which I can do because I have the actual Ford Mustang that Firus Lego Cars made this out of. And I mean, the only thing he said he changed on it was the wheels, so I would have to get new wheels for this. But I mean, this is an incredible change up for the Mustang, because I like the Mustang. I really like the newer style Mustangs like this. I mean, this looks incredible. I'd probably do without the spoiler on the back, but other than that, this is an incredible MOC. I mean, it's owning a Mustang is like my dream car right now, so like this would be amazing to have in LEGO. And I'm gonna have to rebuild my other Mustang, or the LEGO Mustang that came out earlier in 2019, into one like this, because this is so good. As of now, I think he's still working on the instructions. I don't think they're out yet, but if you want to build something like this, definitely follow him on Instagram. I assume he'll post when he has instructions either available for sale or for free. I'm not sure which he's going to be doing, but either way, I'll probably be getting on that because I really like this design a lot. Next up are a couple of very beautiful LEGO Yodas. Unfortunately, I don't have the actual builder because this was posted by Warlord LEGO, but we have the Statue of Liberty Yoda, and that is an incredible look for a LEGO Yoda. They even got the lightsaber instead of the torch in there. Hilarious build. And they even put him on the pedestal thing. That's great. So over here, a lot more appropriate for the time of year we are in now, especially this episode, the December 2019 episode. We have Santa LEGO Yoda. And I mean, Santa Yoda looks pretty depressed there. He's got little Lego Yoda minifigure inside of a Christmas ball that Lego makes. But this is such incredible work on these Yodas. I mean, I wish I was able to repurpose my Yoda into something like one of these. I think I would go for the Santa one just because it's a lot funnier to me. But either way, both really amazing MOCs. I got a bone to pick with this MOC. And, you know, like I said, I'm not a huge MOC builder, but this person over here on Reddit, Ripke, something like that. Sorry if I butchered your name. But he says, my first MOC, The Mandalorian. He says this is his first MOC, bro. I have tried for a decade to build MOCs, and I have not even come close to something like this. This is pretty dang good for a first MOC. I mean, I don't want to call you out as a liar, but like, dude, if this is really your first MOC, you've done an amazing job. If not, like, It's still an amazing mock. I just don't know why I had to say it was your first mock. That's all I'm saying. All right. That aside, it looks like we have a little bear trap over here, which I don't think is actually a bear trap, but kind of gives off that vibe to me personally. Here we have the bounty droid here shooting like crazy, which I loved in The Mandalorian Episode 1. Obviously, the Mandalorian from the AT-ST Raider set there. We've got the doors, which we would assume Baby Yoda is behind. I'm sure he built and fleshed out the whole backside interior of that building, and a lot of barrels and different little details around on this build. But just a very beautiful mock for what he says is his first mock, so great work. Next up from Obstanisig on Reddit, we have Optimus Prime, leader of the Auto Tots. So very interesting build here. We can obviously use the Lego Duplo Thomas the Tank Engine on top there for the face of it, and then the rest is just custom built mech madness with a giant minigun. Like, you can't beat this. This is a hilariously great mock. Just so fun and creative. I mean, I think this really encompasses what LEGO is about outside of the actual sets themselves. It's being creative and building whatever comes to your mind, and this is one of those things that is just hilarious. It just, like, it takes Thomas the Tank Engine, Transformers, and, like, weaponry and just puts it all into one, and you get this very somehow menacing looking Thomas the Tank Engine mech. And this is one of my favorite builds I've seen in a while. Just one that kind of makes you laugh at first, and you're just like, why? Who thinks of this? Is what goes through my mind when I see something like this. But awesome build, of course. Another build on Reddit by Hey, can you help me please? I don't know what you need help with, but it's a midi scale version of the AAC-1 speeder tank from Battlefront 2 from 2005, and this is a speeder I spent a lot of time using when I played that game, both on the PS2 and on my PSP. God, what a good time that was. But yeah, I loved using this, and I kind of wish LEGO would have made this a set. They've never made this in any capacity. Like, there was kind of a rumor that maybe it wasn't this, it was something similar to this was going to be in a battle pack, but that never panned out. It was a fake rumor. But I would love to see them do something like this as like a con exclusive. That would be a great thing, like limited to 5,000 from Battlefront 2. Like, just let's make it happen, LEGO. It's a beautiful mock, of course. Let's go on to Edge of Bricks over here on Instagram, who's made a beautiful little Tatooine mock. If we scroll on down here, it's got these, which I don't remember if these are the ones that we saw Mimban in Solo: A Star Wars Story or not, but they're like AT-ST looking things, but not quite AT-ST, so maybe you guys know more about that than I do. Let me know in the comments section below. But the inside of the Imperial base here has an awesome looking TIE Bomber. LEGO, please remake the TIE Bomber. We got a couple AT-ST looking things in there, one of which I don't think is an AT-ST, but the other one is. We have some Imperials working their way through the ground of Tatooine there. A lot of stormtroopers on speeders and such. I also really like this angle here. We can see a couple AT-STs custom built, and then one of the like AT-ST-like vehicles there, as well as like a troop carrier just hovering around. So great Tatooine mock by Edge of Bricks, and I think you can see the whole thing on his YouTube channel if you guys are interested in that. I don't really ever want to see LEGO Star Wars buildable figures come back, but Omar makes me kind of want to see them come back with the Baby Yoda and the Mandalorian buildable figures. Obviously, he's done some great work painting up the Mandalorian's helmet to make it look accurate, as well as I assume the chest piece. I don't think that chest piece was ever originally printed like that. Of course, interestingly enough, Baby Yoda build in there, going to be tough to make look accurate, but it's good enough, I suppose. We got a better one coming, though. I'm telling you guys, someone did an amazing Baby Yoda somehow. Someone pulled it off, I'm telling you. Nonetheless, this buildable figure is a great attempt at putting together the Mandalorian with Baby Yoda, and if buildable figures were still around, I wouldn't be surprised if this would have happened. Next up, by Jonas Kram, we have Wine and Cheese, and I always like the LEGO food builds. They're just always very interesting to me. You have the wine glass with a little bit of wine at the bottom. The wine bottle looks beautiful. You have the cheese with holes in it, and of course the grapes look very, very grapey. And then even the wood slab or whatever that's supposed to be that it all sits on just all looks so beautiful when built in LEGO. I don't know how people pull this off, but it almost looks appetizing enough for me to eat, you know? Like, some people just build LEGO food good, and I can never figure it out. Unlike what I mentioned earlier with buildable figures, brickheads are still around, and Scout the Trooper on Reddit has put together a few amazing LEGO Mandalorian brickheads that could potentially happen. We have Cara Dune, we have the Mandalorian, and we of course have the Bounty Droid, which I think is like IG-11, obviously not IG-88 from the original trilogy, but these are pretty much on par with what I would expect LEGO to produce. These are really, really well done and well thought out in my opinion. So obviously missing a little Baby Yoda action here, but great mock brick Brickheads nonetheless. And speaking of Baby Yoda, our final mock, the best for last, the cutest of the day, Hachiroku 24 or 92. He's got bad branding across different platforms, but he did it. He made Baby Yoda. He made the casket. I don't want to call it a casket. The hovering carriage, let's say. And I think he even did custom eyes. I don't know what those eyes are from. Maybe they are from something, but they fit this pretty perfectly. It's Baby Yoda in his floating thing, and it's amazing. I think he used like the Obi-Wan cape from Buildable Figures to make like the blanket that would be in there. So wow, I mean, this is just an amazing Baby Yoda mock. I mean, I don't know if LEGO's ever going to make an actual Baby Yoda set. I would be curious to see what they could do with something bigger than a minifigure scale Baby Yoda. I'm sure they'll do a Baby Yoda with like the baby mold they already have. I would hope they would add little Baby Yoda ears to it. That'd be so cute. But I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what comes from LEGO officially from this. But we have seen a great little Baby Yoda mock here. But that is it for the best LEGO mocks for December 2019. If you guys want to check out any of the mock makers, they will all be linked down below in order of appearance, so you guys can check that all out down there with the links. Anyway, this has been Best LEGO Mocks for December 2019. If you guys did enjoy, leave a like on the video. If you have any suggestions for future Best Mocks of the Months coming in 2020, make sure you send me an email or send me a DM on Instagram or Twitter. And that is all I have for this video, guys. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.